Hey everyone, Kathy back with Big Barn Blooms. How are you today? Happy Tuesday. I'm gonna drink water here. I've been running like a crazy as usual. So how is everyone? When you come on, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Look what we got going. A lot of things going on in this table today. Can't wait to share with you. Oh my gosh. Seriously. So when you come on, say hi. Let me get me started on the iPad and I'll show you what we got going. A lot of fun projects today. All right, where am I? Here we go. All right. Marilyn, hi. Thanks for coming on, Marilyn. Awesome. Hey, Pam, it's cold here too. It is so cold outside. We had to run to get more gaps and cracks. I don't know if you guys saw my funny little reel there, but one can wasn't working and another one like ran out. I mean, I used it. Okay, I used it. But we're like, I need like 5 more cans. So we're working on getting containers filled for other tutorials coming up later this week and getting a lot of prep done today. So, hi Angel, how are you? Good to see you, Angel. Michelle, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you today? Hi Tammy. Hi Valerie. Hi Jamie. Frenchie, 54. Yeah, it's like that here. Or, I don't know, maybe the high 40s. It's pretty cold. And I know, for those of you that are like snowed in and everything, for us California girls, it's cold. We're like, oh, I should have put my sweatshirt on. But in here, it's toasty from my light, so it's okay. Crack and Jack, yeah, just about, because I was calling it a jack. I mean, I won't say that word. But it's gaps and cracks. And you can actually get it in my Amazon, but I needed more today, so we just ran to, I think, True Value. You can get it at any store. They sell it, even at Walmart. So it's gaps and cracks, and I use it to fill my containers, either that are too big, I'd use a ton of foam, it's ridiculous, or too small to get a piece of foam in. It's perfect. So I guess I could have brought one of those in here and show you. They're still rising. So you don't put as much in as to fill the container. You go a little over half and it'll puff up. It depends on which one you get to. Some puff up bigger. For gaps bigger than like 3 inches, I think it says on the can. So it just depends on what kind you're using, but I'll end up doing a little tutorial this week on it. It's so much fun to use. I mean, to me it's satisfying, just, squirt it in the can and everything and then watch it grow. The girls came home from school today and they wanted to poke their fingers in it because it's really cool looking. They just wanted to, I go, no, it's still wet, don't poke it, don't poke it. Let it be. So, but it's pretty cool. Hi, Karen. Yes, I'll have it on replay for you, Karen. Oh, okay, Grace. I don't feel cold now. It's only in the 20s in Ohio. Yeah. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Billie Jean. Hi, Judy. Yeah, so it's not that cold. I can't complain at all. Okay, this is the project we're doing today. So excited about this one. And I promised you another kit, and this is the kit. Can't wait to share this one with you. I think you guys are going to like it. Yeah, you have to go, that's why I have to do a tutorial on it, April. You have to go smaller than the container. But you also need to make sure, it depends on the container. If your container is very strong, you can go to the edge. You got to make sure you fill the gaps in it because you'll end up with a space in between. But anyway, I'll do a whole tutorial on it and show you guys. I've used it for years. It is a joy to use. And what's nice about it, there's no styrofoam crumbs because I end up like making up containers ahead of time when I have to cut the foam because I only want to clean up that crumb mess once. But with that, I was in my kitchen today. I just threw a black garbage bag down and I sat and I filled it up. Now there's times it will come out seams. You can still just pop it off. It's okay. It's not a big deal. But it's fun to use, you guys. I can't wait for you guys to try it if you haven't already. It is a wonderful product. Okay, so before we get to what we're doing, let me just move that out of your sight for a minute. Do you remember me talking about the big antique, it's either a ceiling tin or a roof tin made into a cone? I bought this at Roses and Rust, which is a vintage, big vintage show they have at our fairgrounds every year, twice a year. This is the cone. Look at this yummy piece. Look at how big this is. We're going to do this on a live. We are. But it is a vintage piece of tin. It is awesome. I had a smaller one. I already sold it a few years ago. I've had this for a few years. But I'm like, we got to do this on a tutorial because this is going to be bursting with flowers. It's going to be amazing. I love this. I'm going to go, I think Roses and Rust is in April. I'm going to go again and see if I can find some more. Because these are terrific. But you know where I was, you guys? I went over to the hardware store, right? Do you know how they sell those, the ceiling tiles that look like they're metal, but they're really like, are they metal or a little bit plasticky? I don't know. They look like metal, but they're probably not. They're probably like a lightweight resin or whatever. So I grabbed one off the shelf and I'm twisting it into a cone and I'm like, oh, it would work. It would work. And it's so much lighter. This is heavy because it's metal. I'm like, and Bob's like, you got to get back. You got to do a live. I go, I know, but I want to play with these tiles. And then someone came down the aisle and I'm like, putting it back because here I'm contorting it, right? But I'm pretty sure I can make it work. So I'm going to go back and buy some of those and see if I can make it work. Because wouldn't that be cool? You could make your own and they look antique-y. And then you could paint it white or whatever color you wanted. I'm thinking Christmas, paint them red or green. Black, Halloween. I'm just saying, the possibilities are endless. So we may have a homemade cone coming up. Another tutorial. My mind's always going. I'm crazy. Tina, you're new. Hi, welcome to Big Barn Blooms. Welcome in, welcome in. We have crazy fun on this little channel here. I know Valerie's in this big. I don't even know how many flowers it's going to take, but we're going to do it. I don't care. And then I'm going to hang it on the back wall. It's going to be up there for a while, so we're just going to do it. Unless someone wants to buy it, I may throw it in Etsy. We'll see, but I don't even want to think about shipping on this. Would probably be $150. It's so big. It's ridiculous. Anyway, hi Jessica, welcome in. Let's see. Oh, Angel, you're getting under some blankets. I love that. I love that. -3, Angel. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I mean, it's like in the 40s or 50s here, and I'm dying, you know. Although it's going to be in the 70s next week. I'm just saying. So we're going to get some sunshine back. It may snow here Wednesday night or Thursday night. We'll see. Who did I miss? Nancy from Vermont. Welcome in, Nancy. Welcome back, in fact. Let's see. Lisa's on. Hi, Lisa. Going through. Thank you for the hearts. I'm seeing the hearts. Thank you, guys. Hey, Norma. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Deb. Carol, hi. Welcome back. Missy from Wisconsin. Hi, Missy. And Deborah, good evening. You guys, thanks for joining me today. This will be a good tutorial. Christine. Heidi ho. Heidi ho, Christine. Angel says 40s to 50s is short weather for us, unless, of course, it's fall, right? Well, that's like our spring. Like, we may get 70s for a little bit. And I'm telling you, by March, we're swimming. Sometimes it's like 85 degrees in March. I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Lisa Marie from Michigan. Hi, Jerry. Trieste, hi. I have had a really good day. I have. I've worked, but I got caught up. I have things lined up for the rest of the week. So only a couple orders to ship today. So I'm like, yes, I can catch up. So that's what I've been doing. I've been planning. I have out in the hallway all my next tutorials all lined up. So anyway, I got spray paint because I was working on painting something that we're going to be doing. It's going to be cool. Okay, so you guys got to see this. This is coming up. I am so excited about doing this. And yes, we will use an easel on this one. So let me put this under the table because it's so big. It's ridiculous. But it's okay. Next thing on the list to show you guys is this cutie little wreath. Look at this with a little bird. Is he adorable? This is going to hit Etsy tonight. I already got all the measurements, everything done, pictures, everything's ready. I just got to, when I get off here, I'm going to get on the computer and enter this guy. But I love it because it's springy, but it's neutral, and it can go all the way through summer. It can probably go year round. You could even add little seasonal flowers in here. So sweet, but it's ready to go. So this is going down on the ground as I sit here and push everything down. And then now we are to what we're going to make today. So excited. Now that I made a mess on my table. Right, Deborah? Cuteness overload, I'm telling you. That's how I felt today. Everything I was pulling on, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Oh, this is going to be good. I'm just excited. Some good things coming up. Colette, hi. Welcome in. Welcome in. Right, Colette? Okay, so I have a spare room, but you can't even walk in it for all the flowers. It's actually, there's twin beds in there for my granddaughters, and they're like, Grammy, are you going to clean our room out soon? We can't even lay on our bed and play on our iPads or anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm working on it. It's like, I get, things are coming in, I'm just pushing it in there, and it's like right next to this room. So I'm like, I'll get to it. I look like a hoarder, I'm telling you. I need a full-on warehouse where I can build a studio out in it. It's coming. So, alrighty. Let's see now. Am I caught up on who's on? So welcome if I missed your name. Sammy's on. Oh, yeah, Sammy, I heard it was really warm in Texas. And now it's winter again. Wow, interesting. Jennifer from South Carolina. Nice. All right, guys, so let's talk about today's project. Yes, it's a kit. The kit will hit tonight. I have that ready to list. I was hoping to get it listed before, but we were doing a little homework with the girls. So, this is the kit. Are you ready? Look at this cute little wall bird. Hopefully you can see his outline. Is it sweet or what? So it's metal and wood. This is wood in the middle for the bird's little body. And then we're going to make this little arrangement. We have a little sage green. It's like a burlap little bow that goes in the middle. So sweet. So this is a kit. You'll get everything you need to make this. I'm excited about this one because this kit was 5 years in the making. This was one of my first kits that we were going to do. Well, probably 4 years, I guess. I don't know. When COVID hit. And so the kit went away. It's like, we can't do the kits right now. So, because I got COVID really bad. But anyway. Amy's on. Hey! I started. Frenchie, yeah, these birds, I am just like so excited. So, this is what we're going to learn today. This will be your tutorial if you buy the kit. So, I will make sure I'm real clear in the instructions, but it's a very easy design. So cute. Hangs on the wall. And what I would do to hang this, there's no hanger on this, okay? When I hung it up to do my photography, I just used a 3M strip. Very lightweight. This will go on the wall in 3M, but can you imagine, like if you have a picture collage, like of family photos, somewhere you could work this into it, or you have a shelf and different things goes on. Here's a little bird plaque you can put up in a bathroom, any little area that you need a small little accent. Perfect. You guys, get your girls together. Get your girlfriends together and have a craft night. This would be the perfect kit for this. So let's get started on it. I'm going to put this over here. I'm just excited because this was the first kit I was ever going to have. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of sad to see it go because it's always been in the back of my mind, but I'm like, we're finally going to get to do it. So, and those of you that were in my, my creative coaching group originally, you'll remember because I was teasing this, we're going to do this, and then we didn't get to, and then everything had to dissolve when I was sick. So I'm not sick anymore and I'm back. So here's how it starts out, this little bird. He's so cute. And we drilled 2 holes in him to hold the bouquet. So this is what we're going to build on, but we're going to build the arrangement first, then we're going to attach it to this. So what you're going to do, and I'm going to have all the zip ties and everything included in your kit, is you can decide which way you want your bird to face. It can go either way. So it depends on where you're going to hang it. I'm doing mine, if I'm facing the bird, he's facing left. And then I know it's opposite on the screen because of the phone. But anyway, so what you're going to do is take your zip tie, go down, and then you're going to go back up. Find the other hole and go back up. And I want you to pull all of the slack up to the side that doesn't have the little nub. It'll make sense in a bit when we get ready to attach. So this is what it should look like. So you're going to pull it as tight as you can in the back to make it flat, right like that. And you can always push on the back of this zip tie to help it go flat. By the way, if you've never done that, it works pretty good. So there's what it looks like. This is the start. Now we're going to set this aside. So now we're going to build our little bouquet. Super, super easy. We're going to use a variety of little flowers. And then I already have the ribbon pre-cut. We are going to use, this is a small, I think this is a 1 inch. Let me see. Yeah. This is a 1 inch burlap in a moss green, which I love this ribbon. It's in my Amazon storefront. I use it all the time. I do have a load of ribbon coming in. I can't wait, but we're using this for now, and I love it. I use this in a lot of designs. I didn't want the ribbon to, if you notice in here, the ribbon is subtle. It's in there, right? So you can see the little loops coming through the design and the little tails off to the side, but I didn't want it to overpower the arrangement because it is small and it's very soft. So I didn't want anything jumping out at you as far as ribbon goes. I wanted it to blend. So that's what we're using. So we'll get to the bow in a minute, but the very, very easy little swag we're gonna make. So, and that's why this kit is so nice because it's easy peasy. So if you're a beginner in florals, you can do it. If you're intermediate in florals, it's gonna be a piece of cake. Either way, it'll be a piece of cake. But it's fun, especially if you want to get a group of girls together and do this, or if you have some type of a group, bunco, Bible study, whatever. It's a fun little craft that you guys can do together, and it's not difficult. It's on the lower end of the scale, in my opinion. So, okay. So the first thing is you're going to get a couple little bundles of leaves, and we're going to lay the leaves up and down, have them meet in the middle like this. We're building a simple swag, you guys. So easy, so easy. So, and I see words coming up, so let me check. I will have 14 kits. 14, I counted them today. I went through and laid everything out. 14, you guys. So excited about it. 14. Will you have a storefront shop set up for walk-ins to buy, or just a spot for you to, let me see, for you to put all your goodies in one place, create your beautiful, a space to hold creative group? Yes, Amy, when we get the warehouse, it is going to be, and I know this isn't part of the tutorial, so if you're watching this after buying a kit, it's a live. So anyway, pretty soon, once we get all this set up this week with our cameras for our creative coaching group, when I do a tutorial for a kit, it'll be a pre-record, so you guys won't have to listen to. If you're just here to learn, you'll be able to go straight to it. But anyway, so that's coming. But anyway, the warehouse that we're going to get, we're moving toward that direction because this business has taken over our entire house. Yes, it'll have the warehouse portion for all of the supplies and product. It's going to have a studio built into it for all my filming. And then it's going to have a classroom area to teach. And what we want to do is I will teach workshops in person, but we will also rent it out to other creatives that want to teach their craft. So that'll be kind of cool. And then there'll probably be a sale area where I sell anything I've got going on will be up there, and you take a workshop, or I have a pop-up sale. It's going to be all of the above. I'm so excited. Yes, it's going to be good. So thanks for asking. That's awesome. So yeah, all the things. I'll probably put a cot in the back to sleep because I'll probably never leave it. I'll be so excited about it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm very excited. Anyway, Sammy, I will put a link for my Amazon storefront. No worries. Let's see. Yeah, Deborah, the kit has finally got its wings. That's perfect. I love that. Anyway, so Tina, so everyone asking, yes, the kits I will list in my Etsy. I will post a picture. I've already done all the photography on this, everything. I will post a picture after the live. It'll be sometime this evening. And a link right to the Etsy where you can purchase it. So all that's coming. Okay, back to the tutorial, you guys. So we have our 2 leaves, and we're just overlapping them. Put one down and put one directly below it. You're going to overlap them in the middle. Now this little leaf's in the way, so I'm going to cut it. So if there's any leaves that end up in your way, just snip them off. You're not really going to see them anyway. So once you start building on this. So right there, I can see that we have a little space where the zip tie is going to go, and it's going to be perfect. So there's our little start of the swag. The next thing are going to be these in the really pretty, they're not quite a lavender, but not quite a pink. They're right in between. They're light lavender pink, I guess you could say. And we're going to use 2 of these. Oh, I love these. By the way, one of you sent me a link, and I believe At Home has these this year. I don't think they have this color. They have pink and white, pretty sure. But yeah, I love this little bloom. This for springtime is perfect. So anyway, we're going to use 2 of these, and we don't need all this length, so we're going to cut about half. So if you take your stem out when you get your kit, cut half of that length off, because we don't need it. We're going to put one of these on top, and then one on the bottom, just like the leaves. This is how easy this is, you guys. It's going to be a very quick little design to do, but it looks really cool when you're done. Okay, and then when you put these together, you can spread out these bottom branches so that you can see better, because you're going to want these 2 bottom stems to lay right across the top of each other. So if you have to spread these out so you make sure you're getting these right on top of each other like that, do it. And then lay it down on your leaves, okay? So right like that. It's looking pretty good. We're going to overlap this. And the wires, sorry, I lifted it up and just messed the whole thing up. You can never mess it up, you guys. Just start over. It's very, very simple. We'll just do it again. So we're going to lay that on top. Lay this right on next to it. So you want those 2 main wires to be butted right up next to each other. And there's your little swag. So before we add the rest of the flowers, we're going to zip tie this first phase. So we're going to end up with, I believe, 3 zip ties by the time we're done, before we actually attach it to the bird with the zip tie that's already on the bird. So we're going to come underneath this with your zip tie in the middle around all of the wires and back up to the top like this, and then just zip tie it. So you're just connecting everything together and securing it. Okay, so we'll zip that down, and then use your needle nose and pull it tight. If your hands are strong enough, do it. Mine aren't. I can never get it tight enough, and I want to click it as many times as I can, and then we're going to cut off the excess. Right like that. So we have this cute little swag. Look how simple that was. In the end, we will fluff these flowers out. Don't worry about it now, because they're going to continue to get a little mushed. So we don't worry about that. We'll reposition the leaves, everything will get fluffed. But this is what it should look like now, and we're going to lay it back down. Okay, now we're going to work on these little flowers. How cute are these? So these are in a little bundle like this. Well, they may come separate in your kit. We'll see. I started laying them out today, but some are separate, some are together. It doesn't matter, because you know what? The bottom flower, I'm going to cut off. So we'll have 2 in 1. Then this is too long. We're going to cut about half of the length of that off. So this is about the size of the stem you need. One of these is going to go on top, but what I want to do, see how that flower, the top bud, is facing straight up? We're going to bend that so it's facing towards you. This is a very, very stiff wire, and I don't want it straight up. I want it to face out. When you have the bird on the wall, I want the blooms to kind of be looking at you, so it adds a little more interest. So we're going to go ahead and lay that on the top of your swag, and this guy, We're going to also bend it forward so it'll be almost like a little L. See how the bloom is standing up and then it goes straight out to the side. This will help us get it onto the swag. So we're going to have 2 of those side by side, and then we're going to put another zip tie on. It's just easier to incorporate these after the original bundle so that you get them exactly where you want them on this little swag. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach these little guys. Right like that. And yes, you do end up with a couple zip ties. If you're comfortable doing all of it into one, go for it. Try it. You can always cut. I'm going to put a few extra zip ties in your kits, but you can always try it. And if I was doing this myself, like that one, I would just bundle them all together. But I think if you're new to floral design, you're learning, it's nice to do it in stages so you don't get overwhelmed and a piece of it falls out of your design. So this way, it's kind of like a foolproof way of adding everything to the design. Okay, so now I have it lightly zipped. My flower just fell off, but that's okay. It happens. So I'm going to push the stems a little closer in, and we'll pop that flower right back on there. Happens to the best of us. There we go. And now I can zip it all the way down. Right like that. And then we'll cut that off. Okay. So now we're left with this little guy. And like I said, we will reposition the flowers once we are done and we get everything together. But look at that. You guys, it's a corsage. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Boutonniere. No, it's too big. It's too big. Have you guys seen the shoulder corsages? It is a thing. Look it up. And I laugh about this because I'm also on the sidelines working on my wedding series right now. So when I was doing this today, I'm like, it is a shoulder corsage. It is a thing. Look it up. You'll crack up. It's like this big shoulder arrangement that people are wearing now. I'm like, no. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I'm like, no. I'm not digging it. It's just too big. Anyway, I'll stop. I'll stop. Seriously. Let's see. Oh, Amy, that was your next suggestion. I caught in the back, right? Oh, Amy, I'm glad. And I'm glad you found me too. So welcome in. But yeah, you know what? Like I say, I like to take the fear out of floral design and make it fun. There are no mistakes. Sometimes you make what you think is a mistake and you're like, ooh, I like that better or whatever. So don't ever stress out about floral design. You can always take it apart and redo it. So I just like to have fun with it. Let's see. Frenchie, you will make it here one day. You will, definitely. And if not, you know we're going to meet in Sacramento, so we're going to get that going. Hey, Pat, thanks for coming on. Thank you, Lisa. I am so excited. So, right, Pam? As soon as that boy can walk again, he is like, his feet are giving him, we actually went, his feet are so bad. I mean, he had the procedure done. We went and got him new shoes yesterday. I'm like, you know how I told you about the Hokas? I have them on. If I could get my foot up here, I'd show you. But Hoka, H-O-K-A, my favorite tennis shoe. I can stand in here. I've had major back surgery. They are the only thing that works for me. And I told you guys, a Bondi 8. Some of you ordered them and said, oh my gosh, those are like walking on pillows with support. And they came out this year with a Bondi 9. So if you're into Hokas, Bondi 9, we got Bob a pair yesterday. He's like, he said the angels sang, because his feet are in so much pain right now. So Bondi 9s, I'm just saying. I know I'm getting off the. We're gonna finish it. I promise. Let me check your. Let me check your comments. Let's see. Anyway, get excited about things. So okay, let's continue. I'll maintain. A lot of good things happening though. I'm pretty excited. Okay. So, we're going to make a bow out of this. Everybody got the same size piece of ribbon. And it's a simple bow. There's only 2 loops on each side. You may end up having a little extra. I made it a little long. But I want to make sure you can make yours as big or as little as you want. If you want to do less loops and make it come out, because as you can see on my bird, it's pretty subtle. But that's how I do ribbon. I like to have it be a subtle accent. Except for this big one right here, it's massive, but that one was cute. But anyway, so we're gonna make a loop, okay? So what I'm gonna do is make a loop about yay big. And if I'm coming from my fingers to the top of the bow loop, mine is about 6 inches, okay? And then we're gonna come over and under, like this. So you gotta figure like a figure 8. This is all we're doing, you guys, back and forth. I'm not even twisting it because this ribbon is the same on both sides. One of the reasons I selected it, so that if you're new to ribbon and bows, this is very easy to use. There's not a wrong and a right side. There's only one side. So either side that's up is great. So you made that first one. You're going to come and make a second one underneath. So we did this and we came back over. So we're going to go back and forth 2 times on each side. What you can do is grab it in the middle to make sure they're the same size. Pull them up like bunny ears. Are they the same level? Then you're good. So then you're going to come to this side and you're going to go under again. Check your bunny ears. Grab it in the middle. Go to this side, come under again. We're adding it to the bottom of the bow. This is the easiest way I know to do this little ribbon. Super simple. And then you have this piece left over. I have 2 on each side now. So shall we do that one more time? Let's do it. Let's do it. Just in case, so you guys don't have to hit rewind if you're watching this on replay. Do people rewind still? Is that what we call it? Do you guys remember the VHS tapes and you had to rewind them before you took them back? Yeah, I'm old. Okay, so we did the first one. Okay, so we did 6 inches to the middle here. This is 6 inches. Now this is hanging out to this side. So that, bring it out and underneath like this. 6 more inches. So you have 6 on this, 6 on that. Check it. Put your fingers through the loops, bring them out. So this one's a little big. Do you see that? So I'm going to just shorten it a little bit. Let's pull it through a little more. And now pull them up, still a little big, a little bit more. So you can adjust it, which is the easy thing about this bow, until you get it completely straight. Just keep putting it's hard at this angle, but just keep putting your fingers through the middle of the loops and pull them up straight like bunny ears. Okay, so those are equal. So now on this side, underneath again, to the middle, check your bunny ears on this side, out, underneath, like this, check your bunny ears on this side. This one needs to be a tiny bit bigger. There we go. So we have 4 loops, and we have this left over. So this, what we're going to do, is take it and bring it up underneath like this. Okay? Straight down, like we're making a circle, up under into the bow like this. So now you have this kind of a look here. We're going to cut this, and these are going to be our small little tails. So, do we want to do that one more time, or are we good? You guys good? So then what you're going to do, and it's not much of a tail. If you want to make your loop smaller and add more of a tail, you can do that. So, and let me just try this. Let's make sure it's not too big. I like it sticking out though. I like you to be able to see it a little bit. So then we're going to take our zip tie, go across the top of it like this. Okay? Push that nub all the way to the middle. It's going to be easier to connect it. Come up underneath and through that loop and push it in. This is the easiest way to do a zip tie. If you've pushed that nub all the way down towards your thumb, look at how easy it is to thread it. Some people leave it way out here and then you're chasing it. Has anyone ever chased the little nub thing to get it threaded? Push it down. See, I'm hitting that cone. Push it down toward the middle of the bow, and then it's super easy to thread. Super easy. Okay. But don't tighten it down all the way. If you already did, cut it. We'll put another one on. Okay. So there it is. You've got your zip tie on. You've got what's going to be your tails and your romper room. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. Okay. But don't tighten it down all the way, because what we're going to do is we're going to thread. Let me cut this because these are our tails. Okay. So just pull this up. If you want them even, just put your scissors through it pull it up tight, and cut. There's your tails, built right in. Okay, one came out because that's the end of it. Because I haven't zip tied it down yet. So, if it falls out, push it right back in. We're going to zip tie it tight, but we didn't tighten it yet. Okay, so here's your second zip tie through the middle, right like that. Now you can tighten it down all the way. Hold that little nub and just yank on it. You want this as tight as you can. You don't want your bow falling apart. And I know for a lot of you this is like bow 1A, but for those of you that are just starting out floral design, this is the easiest little bow you can make. It always looks good. This is kind of what I do when I'm wrapping presents. It's just super, super easy, yet it's so cute. So now you have a little 1-inch wide ribbon that when you stand these little guys up, it's going to look so cute. So look at, they stand straight up because it's a really good wired ribbon. And they're adorable. Look at that. It's going to look good. Okay. So now that that's attached, this is underneath because this is how we're going to attach it to the swag. We're going to cut off the excess. Right like that. Throw that away. So now we're going to take this and we're going to attach it right into the swag. Easy, right? So go ahead and pull your little flowers apart. We can push them back into the middle in a minute. See, and this guy I'm going to have to glue. He keeps falling off, but I keep pushing him, so he's like, stop it. Okay, so we're going to put this over. I'm going to move the little nubs on this, the first two, to the sides so they don't get in the way of the nub for the bow. Does that make sense? Let me show you. Let's move this guy out of the way with the leaves. Do you see the little nubs here? Push them to the side. I hope you guys can see that. One is right here. Okay, one's right here, one's right here. Hopefully you can see that. Don't have them on top of the bundle. Have them on the side so that you can get this down as flat as you can. Okay, so we're going to take this. We are going to, I know this is missing, we'll put that on in a minute. We're going to push this right down in there and we're going to zip tie it in the back. And I'm going to pull again. I put the nub between my first two fingers here and I pull that little nub down tight. Again, look how easy it is to thread because I did that. Because these fingers are kind of holding it in place. You're not chasing it. You're not walking into the other room chasing the little nub. Don't chase your nubs. Don't do it. It's not fun. And then you kind of hold on to it and zip it tight. I know that's a lot to talk about zip ties, but some people, when they learn that trick, they're like, oh my gosh, I can make bows so quick now. It's like, it's the little things in life, you guys. Totally. Okay, so I'm looking where that's at, and that's a pretty good place for it. So let's go ahead and just tighten the heck out of that with our needle nose pliers. Very good. And cut that off. All right, so now it looks like this. I got to put the other bloom on. But do you see how good this bow is going to be? And we've got little tails that come out the side. We don't need massive tails. Honestly, you don't. But let's put this little guy on. And actually, in a second, because I wasn't going to use my glue gun, so my glue gun's not on yet. So we'll let that warm up. I'll just pop it on so we can see it. But I am going to add a little glue to that so that it's not encouraged to pop off anymore. Okay. So here's our little swag. Look how cute. So then we can take these and bring them up into the design, our little loops. So if you've ever wondered how to make a simple little bow like this, where all you see are the little loops sticking up, here it is. And I think, honestly, where the bud is the top, but it's up to you. So I'm going to bring this tail down. So sometimes your tails will be in the wrong place. Just put them where you want them. Okay, so I'm just kind of putting my loops where I want them and my tails where I want them like that. Easy, right? Easy peasy. Now it's a bumblebee. I like that. It does kind of look like a butterfly, huh? Let's see. Okay, so we've gotten that done. I want to read your comments, but I'm like, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. I want you guys to know how to do this. So then we're taking the bird and we're going to part the waters of the zip tie and lay this right in between. And then we're going to zip tie it on. So we're going to bring it on in there. And yes, we've got to part the flowers on here too. It's okay. So I am going to pull this little guy off. I'm actually glad that he can come off. If yours isn't off, don't take it off. Just move your flowers out of the way a little bit. I'm going to zip tie this guy underneath the bow on mine. You can do it above or below. Not on the bow, below or above. And then we're going to come right in here and just zip tie them on. And I know you can't see what I'm doing here. When I get my cameras done this week and we do our next tutorials after this is all set up, you will have views overhead. So you'll see exactly what I'm doing. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So, but for now, you know, we just went around the bouquet and we attached it. It's not a big deal. And then we're going to pull that sucker tight. As tight as you can get it, because this is attaching it to the bird. Finally, right? Can you imagine if you're doing this and you're not gabbing like me? It's a very quick design. Okay, so then this guy goes on. I'm going to let that heat up so that I can actually throw some glue in here. But for now, let's just pop it on. And these, you can twirl them, you can do them straight, you can cut them at a little angle. Whatever you want to do with your little bow tails is your preference. I did little, you can wind them up if you don't know how to do that. Just wind it up like you're going to put it on a little spool or whatever. And then you gently pull it out and you'll get that little corkscrew effect. So these are very tiny though. I mean, there's not much of it, but it's cute. A little bit of a corkscrew there. This is a small, small tail though. But let me do that. Just a little bit. So cute. And he's on, so now you can take and go back to all these little bundles of flowers are on wires. So do you see that? See how it's laying flat? And I can just point it up toward the sky, which means you're pointing it towards you when it's on the wall. So all these can fluff that way, so you can get more dimension in there. It's super easy to do. So let's pull this guy forward a little more, and this guy forward. So we're just fluffing it so that we see more of the flowers. And I think we're done. I'm looking at it. I'm going to pull this guy over a little bit. Just a little bit. Just like that. There he is. We did it. Simple, simple little bird design, you guys. But easy peasy. Anyone can do this design. Follow it step by step. I hope you get your kits, you guys, because I think this is such a cute little spring design. Look at that. A great gift, a great party you could have with your friends. Make them. Or give the kit as a gift. What a great gift, right? The gift of a kit. So Mother's Day's coming. Just saying. Easter's coming. The bird is old. Don't even ask me. I don't even remember. Does anyone remember from years ago when I got them? I don't know. What's funny is I would find things like this, and my sister-in-law lives down towards Sacramento. I'm like, hey, can you find any of these? Go pick them up. It was probably a Michael's, a Hobby Lobby, or something like that. But if you asked me, I couldn't tell you. And we had actually packed them in a crate, taken all their tags off and everything. So anyway, very, very cute. I just know you can't get them anymore. So yes, Sandy, these kits have not even hit yet. They will hit tonight. Don't ask me the price. I've got to go figure it now. And I've done the measuring. I've done the photography. I've got to get on my shipping app and figure out how much to ship, because it all comes to you in a box, of course, and my shipping is free, so that's included in the price. So, but it'll be ready tonight. Thanks, Grace. Thanks, Valerie. Thanks, Colette. Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, Deborah. Yvonne, thank you so much. Thank you, Norma. Let's see. Yeah, and the bird, yeah, I couldn't tell you. Oh, Pam, thank you for the stars. I appreciate that so much. Let's see. Jennifer, South Carolina. Nice. But, you know, the mini swag, too, you got to think about this, as this is a tutorial, you guys, for this kit. But you also, thank you, Renee, thank you, Laura. Think about, too, this type of a design. Where else can you use it? Yes, I have these cute little birds that'll go on. Well, I can't say that I did. I actually, this is what I did. Big cutting board. I have a lot of we cook a lot. We love to cook. We have a wood fire pizza oven in our backyard. You guys ever come to Reading, we're going to have a big old workshop at my house. And Bob, feet will be better, he will make us wood fired pizza. It is amazing. He did actually do that for us at one workshop. It was so much fun. But anyway, so I got one of the big cutting boards we have and got him his drill. And I says, please drill holes for me. So he drilled all the holes. He's like, shipping and other duties is assigned. So he's kind of out of commission for shipping right now, though, but I got it. So, but anyway, what I wanted to say is, where can you use this design? On lots of things. Anything that you want to attach a little floral accent, whether it be a sign. This is an actual bird, but they have all those little signs with all the cute little sayings. You guys could drill some holes up in the corner and do a little swag like this. So this tutorial is good for more than just this kit. So think about where you could add some little flowers. It's very, very easy. Easy peasy, as I say. So now I can check your comments. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, Lorraine. I hope you guys get my humor. I am a silly person. We always say that, like, what I did in my previous career, you had to have a sense of humor or you'd go home and cry every night, because it was not a very, very happy job, but very rewarding. So sometimes we have a little bit of a sick sense of humor, but it's fun. You gotta have fun. Oh yes, Lisa, this is exactly how you do a lantern. I should do a lantern one day. And a bird cage. Bird cage, this is really good for, I have a gorgeous bird cage. I'll do bird cage maybe this week, once I get all those other projects done that are lined up. But yes, bird cage, lantern, sign. I do have, if you don't follow me on YouTube or subscribe, it's a free subscription on YouTube. I actually have a sign tutorial doing this same swag on different signs. So you can watch it over and over again on YouTube. So sometimes people tell me it is hard to find these videos on Facebook. So I try to put the link when I post the design later. You know, here's the link to rewatch it. So if you ever can't find a link, just send me a DM. Hey, I'm looking for this video. I'll see if I can find it for you. So, but we are slowly trying to move everything to YouTube after it's done on Facebook, so that they're all in categories and nice and neat and easy to find. So we have quite a few up there if you guys want to go check them out. Thank you, Jamie. Sherry, the link for the kits will be on when I get off here, because I've got to go add them. I'm going to add them to my Etsy, and then what I'll do, I'll put a link to it at the top of the comments. Hopefully it'll be on the top of this live, and then I'll do a separate post with a picture and with a link to go right to buy it. Thank you for the hearts. I see the hearts. Bob's like, you're not going to get any hearts because I'm not coming in right now because my foot hurts. I'm like, I go, they'll give me hearts too. So thank you for that. You just proved my point. I got hearts. So it's not always about Bob, right? Right, Deborah? Live, love, and laugh. It's true. You have to laugh to get through life. You know, you got to have fun with it. You know, being sad, it's a choice. So try to be happy. I know some people, they're just sad, and it's a shame, because if you could just put a smile on your face and go, you know what, I'm going to have a good day today. It's going to be good. We're going to make the best of it. So what's next, Colette? I have another kit tomorrow. I do. It's not in here, though. I can't. And it involved paint. You're not going to have to paint anything, but I had to do some things to it. It's coming up tomorrow, and it is for the wall. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to tease you. It's coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow will be 4 p.m. 4 p.m. And I'll post that earlier in the morning. Today was like iffy because we were trying to get all the kits ready, but we got them, so we're good. You're welcome. Lisa, the bridal series will be inside the barn. So if you're not on my list yet, it will be free inside the barn. Separate on my Etsy, it's going to be a series of all the different designs you're going to need to do your own wedding flowers. and we're working on it. We're waiting for the cameras. We're probably going to be filming that next week. So, and then inside the barn, you'll get free access. All the little series tutorials that I'll have for things like weddings, etc., will be free inside the barn. But if you're not going to join inside the barn, which does have a monthly fee, it'll be available in my Etsy. But I will tell you, it'll probably be cheaper to just join inside the barn. So anyway, good tutorials coming up though. Really good ones. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to have corsages, we're going to have boutonnieres, we're going to have the bridal bouquet, we're going to have table arrangements, which the table arrangement you're not going to want to miss. Oh my gosh. We're going to have altar arrangements. I'm doing it all because I've done a lot of weddings, and I want to share it with you because you can do your own wedding flowers. Everything I do is going to be in silk. Yes, it will translate to fresh. Absolutely it will. But I do them all in silk, and I use the quality where a lot of people are like, are those real? And I love that when I get that even on this page. Are those real? Do you ever use fake flowers? I'm like, they're all fake. But we try to use flowers that mimic real so that you really can't tell. So, and I think why I enjoy doing the faux flowers for weddings is we're in Reading, and during wedding season, it's well over 100 degrees here, so it is very difficult to do real flowers here. You can if you have the coolers and everything. I don't have the cooler, so faux it is, faux it is. But if you need, well, I don't know if my girlfriend's doing weddings right now. But anyway, I have a girlfriend in town that owns a florist, and she's wonderful. So if you need a florist for real flowers for weddings here in Reading, hit me a message. I'll hit you up, or I'll set you up. I'll hook you up. Yeah, that's it. Norma, send me a direct message. So message me and say, or you can just put it here. I want info on Inside the Barn. So I'll put you on the list, and the info's coming out. As soon as I know everything's ready, I'm going to hit that send button, and you guys are going to get all the info how to join. Oh, Pam, are you doing flowers? Are you doing their flowers? Because I'm doing my son's flowers. My son's getting married in June, so I am doing his flowers. I'm excited about that. Sherry, you are welcome. Okay, guys, so kits, to run it down. These kits will be available tonight. Watch for my post. Make sure you're following me because I get that a lot. I haven't seen anything. If you're following me, you're much more likely to have it show up in your feed. If not, check back to my page. But I will put these in tonight. Only once a day can I tag all of you with @followers or @topfans. And I usually reserve that for the live. So I've already used it for today. So I can't tag you guys, but just watch, and it'll be in my Etsy. I'll put a link to the Etsy too, and I'll put it in a separate post from this with a picture of the bird. So I love this little bird. I think one is going to stay in my house. So we'll actually have 14 kits, and these two will be up for sale, ready-made, because we now have 2 that are ready to go on somebody's wall. So 2 made up, 14 kits. So thank you for those hearts, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm pushing my table across the room. I don't know why. So I'm Kathy with Big Barn Blooms. I like to take the fear out of floral design and make it fun. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you don't mind my little silly jokes. We just gotta have fun on this page. I'm just saying. So I'll be back tomorrow, 4 o'clock, you guys. Mark your calendars. We're gonna do another tutorial, and it's another kit. Thank you for the hearts. That's awesome. I love that. Yes, Sandy, rewatch, put it on the sign. That's what I said. It's not just for birds anymore, right? You're welcome, Angel. You're welcome, Norma. So, okay, guys, I'm going to head out and get on the computer and start adding these. So grab these kits while they're available. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for another kit and another tutorial. All right, bye now. You're welcome, Norma. Jody, you can watch on replay. I'm gonna share it right when I'm off of here. I'm trying to look. Julie's Creative Creations. Well, welcome. Virginia, you're so welcome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.